மறக்காம சர்ப்ரைஸ் பண்ணுங்க. Thank you.
The rook, the knight or the bishop and the pawn can be better than the queen for various reasons. Usually we have a combination of bad king in the opponent's camp or misplaced queen, or it could be also that the pieces are occupying very nice squares. All of this is seen in the following study by the Platov brothers. First of all, white is bringing the knight on e6. That's an excellent outpost for that piece. From here it is ready to attack the king. It is immediately attacking the king, by the way, and after that it is also getting ready to fork the enemy king and the enemy queen. That would be the case, for example, after king g8, rook b8 check, and here is a sample in which we are delivering fork with knight g5. The best defense for black is to go king to e8. Then after the check, the king will have to go also to e7, as if the king comes on d7, then rook f8 is very strong, and the queen has nowhere to go. Next, white is the queen is helpless. Sooner or later there will be Zugzwang, and we will be reaching the same position that we are about to see now in the study. King e7 is answered rook b7 check. Note that rook f8 wouldn't be a good idea here, as the queen can be also sacrificed for the piece and the rook, and this is a good moment to do so. After queen takes e6, d takes e6, and king takes f8. The two passers are winning the game, as the floating square of in between these pawns is too big for the king to stop them. But after rook b7 check, king e8, also king f6 is a move, but it doesn't help because of this typical idea rook f7 check. Black cannot take it for the same fork that we have seen before, and if he goes with the king on e5, then after a4, a5 and rook f8, sorry, not rook g7 but rook f8, there is Zugzwang coming, h6, rook f7, h5, the pawn moves over and black is forced to part with the queen. In this line we see the bad position of the black queen. Also king d5 allows yet another fork of the knight and the dominant position of the white pieces as well. So therefore after king e8, black has some hopes to survive this, if there wasn't the very beautiful move rook f7. The rook is untouchable, we know it. While if black does nothing in this situation, the threat is going to be rook to f8 check, and after king e7, knight g5, and suddenly the queen is trapped. The only available square is d7, but then we have rook f7 check and the queen is lost. So therefore the only move after rook f7 for black to defend it is to go h6 to control the g5 square, but this is weakening the g6 square, and white is making use of it by giving a check. King d7, first of all he puts his opponent into Zugzwang, forces the king to come on e7, as h5 would lose to knight f5. Once again the queen is trapped, misplaced piece. And after king e7, the decisive maneuver is knight f4, when the only available square for the queen is d7, as queen f3 is simply losing the queen after knight g6. Again misplaced pieces, and the move queen d7 allows the beautiful knight g6 checkmate trick, and that's it. The two pieces clearly prevailed the opponent's king and queen, and the main reason for that was that the queen was in offside, and also another reason was that the king was permanently tortured by the white pieces.
மறக்காம சர்ப்ரைஸ் பண்ணுங்க. தேங்க்யூ.